Welcome back to another episode of 40 Facts About the 40k Universe. I am your host, Gershwin, and you are watching One Mind Syndicate. Today we talk about the heavy tanks of the Horus Heresy era, or the Dark Crusade era. I'm going to be giving you my two favorite tanks, the Malka Infernus and the Mastodon. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. We post Warhammer 40k content every single day. And of course, if you have any suggestions for topics of Warhammer 40k, just comment down below. But with that said, let's get into 40 facts on the Malka Infernus and the Mastodon heavy tank. The Mastodon Heavy Assault Transport, or simply the Mastodon, is a super heavy assault transport that was utilized by the Legion of Astartes during the Great Crusade and the Horus Heresy eras. The primary combat role of the Mastodon was the safe delivery of its Astartes passengers directly into the enemy defenses, and usually used to breach fortified walls or structures using its forward-firing siege melta array and heavy armored prow. The Mastodon's forward siege melta array could create a breach through even the thickest of enemy walls. Few fortifications could withstand this fearsome weapon. Once the Mastodon creates a breach, powerful interior servos fire the assault doors open, smashing aside debris and unfortunate enemies, and allowing the Spacemarines within to press directly into the heart of the enemy's position. Once the Spacemarines begin to cross through the breach, the rear ramp lowers, allowing more squads to funnel through the Mastodon and into the enemy stronghold, all the while being protected by the Mastodon's heavy armor and weaponry, as the Mastodon itself acts as an armored breach tunnel. The interior and exterior of the Mastodon is heavily armored, with an armored shell acting the interior tunnel portion of the vehicle, and armored ceramite plating protecting the exterior from enemy fire. The inside is subsidized into different sections with armored bulkheads that protect the different areas from fire and damage, opening to allow infantry to progress through. The vehicle's upper deck is where the driver and crew are stationed, with hatches and portholes allowing officers to direct the battle around them. The entire vehicle can be sealed close in case the enemy makes use of chemical or viral weaponry. The reinforced interior shell and thick exterior armor can protect the vehicle so well that even when suffering from catastrophic damage, the vehicle may simply be reduced to a nearly indestructible wreck of twisted metal, acting as a small bunker that can protect those who need shelter from the storm of battle outside. The Mastodon was as heavily armed as it was armored, with a wide variety of weapons and technology. It was fully capable of defending itself and its cargo from attack. Aside from the siege melta array, an array of 9 melta weapons that was used to burn through enemy walls and fortifications, the secondary weapons of the Mastodon included a turret-mounted Sky Reaper battery for protection from enemy flyers, 2 sponson-mounted heavy flamers, and 2 sponson-mounted las cannons. The Mastodon commonly came outfitted with smoke launchers, a searchlight, and armored ceramite plating, and can also be equipped with up to 4 hunter-killer missile launchers. And finally, the Mastodon was also equipped with 2 void shield generators, providing even more protection from enemy fire. The Malka Infernus is a variant of the venerable Malka Assault Tank. The Malka Assault Tank is a truly ancient design dating back to the wars of the Age of Strife on Terra. During the Great Crusade, thousands of these war machines rolled off the production lines of both Mars and Voss. Though not as heavily armed or armored as the Baneblade or Land Raider, the Malkador nevertheless possessed a number of advantages to its design, the principal of which was its battle speed and versatility. Soon, the Malkador had several variant patterns being utilized by the military forces of the new Imperium. One of these patterns was the Malkador Infernus. The Infernus is a heavy flamethrower tank, in effect a huge flamer on tracks, with a fuel trailer towed behind it. Within the trailer, the promethium fuel is stored as separate chemicals. These are mixed together in a chamber just behind the barrel to create a jelly that is projected out, ignited as it does so, and which sticks to any surface. The massive gout of flames launched from the Inferno gun is also effective at clearing mines, the sudden heat detonating mine fuses, and making large areas safe much quicker than alternative methods. Unfortunately for the Infernus crew, carrying a large amount of flammable fuel through their trailer makes the vehicle a tempting target for the enemy, and the destruction of a fuel trailer can result in a large, fiery explosion. Some Infernus tank crews will use corrosive chemicals as their ammunition instead of promethium, turning the Malka Infernus into a deadly chemical weapon delivery vehicle. This vehicle is also armed with 2 sponson-mounted weapons, one on each side. These weapons can be either a heavy stubber, heavy flamer, heavy bolter, las cannon, or autocannon. The Malka Infernus was also outfitted with a variety of upgrades and attachments, such as camouflage netting, extra armor plating, an improved communication system, a hunter-killer missile launcher, a pintle-mounted heavy stubber, rough terrain modifications, track guards, a searchlight, and even a smoke launcher. And those were 40 facts on the Malka Infernus and the Mastodon. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, these are my 2 favorite heavy tanks of the Horus Heresy or Dark Crusade era. The reason for that is they have to do with troops. I love troops, especially in 30k, because the 30k Marines just look awesome. So these heavy tanks, they transport, or they're made for killing troops, and I think that's really awesome. I've always thought of how a tank, whenever it's destroyed, it looks like a giant command station after that. So the fact that the Mastodon is just that, it's a command station that can be put pretty much anywhere. It even acts as primary access as a tunnel. Absolutely awesome. Maybe one day I'll pick one of these guys up. They're pretty expensive on Forge World, and since we live in the US, it gets even more expensive with the whole shipping and handling and whatnot. But again, comment down below. Tell me what your favorite heavy tank is from the Horus Heresy / Dark Crusade era. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. This was Gersh1 with One Mind Syndicate signing out.